Hey guys, hope you are all well. I'm trying to set you up here and having a little issue doing that. There we go. Let's see if we can get this at a... There we go. Hopefully that's good enough. Okay, so I've got all kinds of colors here scattered around. I wanted to do 2 Mokume Ganes, but I want to do them kind of a different way. Nothing new, I don't think. Just something different. I made this veneer a long time ago. And unfortunately, it was before I did videos. And I just came across it in my photos and said, you know, I really like that one. But unfortunately, I have no idea what colors I used or anything. So I'm kind of going from scratch, I guess, and hoping I can figure it out as we go. So on one of these, it's going to be a regular Mokume Gane, and the other one is going to be a reverse set and slice. So I have some translucent here that I want to put in between each stack that I do. Unfortunately, boy, this clay is hard. Sometimes I order like my main colors in bulk so that I don't run out, but I don't make as much stuff as I should be because it gets harder before I even get a chance to use it. So I think I've got 3. So I think all I'm going to need is 3 of these. It'd be nice just to get one nice little strip like this. There we go. And then I'll tell you what sizes I used on everything. So I just cut out really small squares. They're about 1.5 inches. Because I don't really want a big veneer. And I just want one more, just in case I decide one more will work. Okay. So I'm going to set that aside there. Okay, so these are all 1 1/4 or 1.5 inch squares, and I've got some sunshine yellow, which is in my hand now, and we're just making little teardrops. Then I have a regular cad yellow. Okay, and then we have orange. I was thinking of using a burnt orange, but I went for the regular orange. They don't have to be perfect. You have red. I might make that a little thinner though. And I gotta line them up right. Hi, Makita. My girl decided to come into the office here. And then I've got crimson, which gets all over your hands. And we're going to make this into a Skinner blend. Okay. All right, hopefully that's thin enough to go through the machine. There's a lot of colors here. And then again, when I make my Skinner blends, I take my pasta machine and I usually run it through at a 3 after I get it through a couple of times. Then it just blends it a whole lot faster. Alright, so I'm going to hit pause while I do it. This is what I got so far, so I've still got a lot of blending to do. So I will be right back. Okay, so this is our first... Gosh darn it, I'm just trying to put that right in there. Our first little cane. So this one I'm rolling up with the light in the middle. Look how beautiful that cane is. This right here would make a really good kaleidoscope cane. I see one in my future here. Okay, and then I'm going to wrap it with gold. And I'm going to run the gold through at the thickest setting. My gold is really, really dry. I mean, really dry. I use the gold when I make my rollers because the design seems to show up really good on them. And then I just crumble it up and I set it aside for the next time. And it definitely dries it out a lot more than I would like it to. Run this at a 3 just a couple of times and see if that helps soften it up. Alrighty, and then I'll go back to a number 1 or a 0. Kind of got cockeyed here. I don't think I'm going to need any of that. So we're going to see. Alright, so again, another one that doesn't have to be perfect, because we're just going to cut this all up anyways. But I only may use half of this. And yes, that is an air bubble. Alrighty, so that's one. I'm going to set that right over here. And then on this one, I'm going to take gold, the crimson, and a red, orange, yellow, sunshine, and translucent. Oops. See how I messed that up? We're going to go backwards this time. I'm going to go yellow, yellow, orange, red, crimson, and gold. And we're going to do that one. And then back to the other one. Okay, so I cut out 2 extra translucents. Okay, so this is going to be a regular. And these were cut out at a number 5. So they're already pretty thin. But I'm going to cut it in half just once. All right. And for those of you that are waiting for me to finish that one Mokume Gane cutter, I have not finished it yet. I have to do the whole entire redesign. And I've been having issues. And so I don't have that yet. I got some funky ones here though. It's just some cutters. Now to get it out. Perfect. Okay, so we're gonna pop a little bit of holes in here. Like 1, 2 here. And we're just gonna kind of, how do I want to do this? Like that. Okay. Oop. Gosh darn it. Made it a little too thin. On the bottom here, I just want to put some designs there too. Okay. So the other one might be a little messy. So we're going to start with this little one first. And you really need to find good blades. So I wanted something kind of fallish looking. Okay. Oof, look at that piece right there. I like that one. Not exactly what my other one looked like. Let me see what happens if I took some of this yellow off. Yeah. Alright, we might have to go like that. And just add some of this here. really like these colors together. So this one's higher than all the other ones. So I'm going to take a little piece off of it and just add some here. So that it's not all translucent. Yeah, I like that. Alright, we're going to leave it just like that. Now, I could run this through the pasta machine, but it'll make the pattern much longer. And I'm kind of liking the pattern the way it is. Okay, and we're going to end up putting this on a base of something. I don't know, it'll be either black or gold. But look at that pattern. Love those colors. So that's number one. And then this is going to be number two. And since that back looks like that, I'm going to grab a couple pieces on the end there. And I may save that one for a kaleidoscope cane in those colors. And these we're just setting up wherever we can. We'll put this one right there. We're going to squish that guy down. Okay. Now this one I can run through the pasta machine. I'm going to run it through at a 0 and then take it down to a 3. Okay. Woohoo! That's pretty cool, just like that. I don't know what you'd use it for, but it's pretty cool looking. Get about right there. So now we're going to try and make this even. I'm going to run it again at a number 0. Okay. And on this one, we're going to do what we normally do. And by that, I mean we're going to add white and black to this. I'm going to take this piece off. That's going to be my top. And that'll be the bottom. Okay, let me grab some white here and I'll be right back. Okay, so I ran the white through my pasta machine at a number 7. Okay, and then we're going to do black. Black's going to be run at either a 5 or a 6. Depends how much of it you want. Alright, let's move that over. I'm hoping I pulled out enough. I think a black background will be easiest to put on both of these, so I'm going to need a little bit more black when I'm done with this. Alright, so taking this to number 5. And if it fits, I will use it. Okay, you want to get these air bubbles out. Air bubbles just love me. Alright, let me go a little bit wider here. That should work. We're just going to pull that all the way across. It doesn't need to be perfect again, because this is still going to go over another base of black. Okay, so the first one is done. We just got to put it on a backing and just start cutting some shapes out. Okay, we're going to run this through the pasta machine at the thickest setting. Make sure we get all the air bubbles out. And then again, I'm going to a number 3. Okay. So I ran it through at a 1, now I ran it through at a 3. Where are we at? About 11, So we're going to go about half. And go about half again. I'm just going to cut that off right there. All right. Okay, so now we just need to find a really cute rubber stamp. And I know that I just bought some new ones when I was in Vegas. I don't know if I've used them though. No, I don't think I did. I mean, and what I bought should have been specifically for this, but I didn't get them. So my 2 favorite of those are about the thickest. You know, I could probably use one of my rollers. I don't see them being much thinner, or the height much of a difference. Maybe a little bit. But I still think it's not as big as I want it. Okay, so let me shove this in here first. Now if I use paper over it, then I'm good. An old receipt here. There we go. Just a piece of paper. That'll keep it from sticking. Okay. And you want to go as thick as you can. Alrighty. So we're gonna see how this looks, right? The last one I didn't use any black and white. I basically just made the shape. And then I added mica powder in it. So I know that I didn't back my original one like this. I don't want to go too deep. I know people save these. I can never get them back up once they hit the glass here. Okay, so I like the red. So I don't want to pull off too much black. I like that right there, so I'm trying to leave that alone. So I didn't need to put that black and white and cut it in 3. One strip is all you need. Ooh, that looks pretty cool. Okay. So, what you can do, I'm just going to pull a little strip right here and I'll show you. Okay, you can take a really thick strip of this. Like if you like this design right here, then use it. Maybe not. Maybe not. Alright, we're going to put that right back on. I was thinking, since I had so many layers of black underneath it, I was thinking of just using it as is. But that's not working the way I wanted to. Alright, so what we're going to do with this, we're just going to leave it alone. So when you put that black and white, it's been so long since I've made this that I didn't realize that once you put that white and black on the back, you don't need to split it up and stack them, because you will not get through that one layer and keep the design that you made. So that was my mistake. Oh, I like that. I'm just going to leave that just like that. Alright, so I'm going to cut a little bit more off the bottom here. And that's it. Yeah, that was a waste. because you didn't need to do that. Because I was thinking that I would cut some of it off and put it on something and then rerun the mat again and do that. You don't need to do that. So once you come out of the pasta machine with just your colors, stack them and then stack them again and then add the black and white to the back. But once the white and black is on the back, do not run it through the pasta machine and stack them again. You don't need to. And it'll be a lot thinner, which is great. But you'll have a lot more pieces to work with than what I have now because I stacked them. And then again, you could take this and you could add it on black. Again, for me, it's really tough because they're really thin pieces. So I just do this and I just put them away. You know. Could this make a really cool Mokume, or not Mokume gun? Could it be a cool kaleidoscope? I doubt it because of all the pieces. But you know what? Before we dig into this and cut some shapes out, let's try it. And I still got all of this too, so I can do it the correct way. And I'll have a big veneer. But the colors are just awesome, and it kind of reminds me of fall. All right, so we don't want to do this too much because these pieces were so small. And I am not a Natasha fan. I don't really like these because I never know what to do with them. Because I like having those two sets, right? Oh yeah, see how small that is? Yeah, that's a little too small for my liking. Yeah, nope. Don't even want to worry about it. Alright, so there we go. So now we need to find some shapes, right? Kind of mad at this. I'm really mad because I wasted so much of it. But what are you going to do? It's just clay, right? So I always make donuts. Ooh, I wonder what that would look like as a fish. What the heck? We'll grab a fish. And a big fish. And then you get stuff like this. And I love these. These are like almost my favorite shape here. I think this is, oh God, I don't know. I know it's a splat, but I couldn't tell you what number it is offhand. Now, I could make something southwestern with these colors. I could do hearts, but I doubt I will. Alrighty. Oh, that was the Mokume Gane one, or the helper. And this actually worked, except for the fact that see how thin these were. So basically, I'm trying to take every other one of these out and take this one out because it's just too close together that the clay kept getting stuck. So that's what I'm trying to redo. And I honestly thought I had more. Alright, well, those are shapes. I don't know what happened to all of my shapes. Well, I do, because I just found them. I just have too many of them. Those might be nice. Got a more organic shape. Alright, we'll pull both of those out. Alrighty. Alright. What's the matter, Makita? Makita's kind of, her mind is declining a little bit. And I don't know if, because of Bandit being gone, if it kind of made it go a little quicker. But she's just been really weird. Alright, so obviously when the design is different, there's not a whole lot you can do. So we're going to try and do this as close as we can to almost the same colors, right? Because these are small, I might be able to get a fish in here. One fish and maybe two fish. Alright, so we were able to get 4 in that one. I definitely want these. I think this would look cool here. Too far away from the camera. I can't tell if I'm cutting into that piece. Okay, and then I've got, no, a donut. Or a splat. Okay, we're gonna try this one. This one I didn't back, did I? Ah, darn it. I did not back this with the solid color. You know what that means? I might have to come back and back it. Or I can use acrylic paint and just not worry about it. So I want to make sure that these are different. Okay. So we'll do a reveal, and then we're just going to put all the scraps back together and do it again. And this time we're going to back it. So sorry about that. I should have backed this. So these cutters, the Aztec cutters that I have here are Friends cutter design. And they're thin. I just don't know why that had such a hard time coming out. Now, do I need to back this? I really don't. But it's kind of nice to have a backing. Makita's moaning. I don't know if you heard that, but it was pretty loud to me. I don't know what she's upset about. Alrighty. Alrighty guys, so we're going to set all this next to each other and start it all over again. This one's got our nice backing, so I know this one's going to work. But to me, the backing on them is just cleaner. So we're gonna take the other pieces and do the same thing, find some different shapes. But this is what we got so far, and I'm not going to use the center of these because they are way too small. So I'll just show you what those look like without them. There. Alrighty, so we're going to throw these in the oven, and I won't show you them when they come out. I'll show you them when I finish them. So hope you guys liked that. That was fun. Again, when you do this, make sure when you cut them and stack them, don't stack them with the black and white on it. Do everything that you need to do. Get it as thin as you want, then add the white and black to that, and then go from there. Because you're going to squish it anyways when you put it in your texture mat. So you can run it through at a 1 if you want and then squish it, or you just don't run it at all after you have the black and white on. So hopefully you understood that, and we will talk to you guys soon. Take care. Bye.